Shalom, shalom, beloved. It's me, Angel, another saint. I'm gonna be reading Genesis 16, Bereshit 16, out of the CJB. Here we go. Now Sarai, Avram's wife, had not borne him a child, but she had an Egyptian slave named Hagar. So Sarai said to Avram, "Here now, Adonai has kept me from having children. So go in and sleep with my slave girl. Maybe I'll be able to have children through her." Avram listened to what Sarai said. It was after Avram had lived 10 years in the land of Canaan that Sarai, Avram's wife, took Hagar the Egyptian, her slave girl, and gave her to Avram, her husband, to be his wife. Avram had sexual relations with Hagar, and she conceived. But when she became aware that she was pregnant, she looked on her mistress with contempt. Sarai said to Avram, "This outrage being done to me is your fault. True, I gave my slave girl to you to sleep with, but when she saw that she was pregnant, she began holding me in contempt. May Adonai decide who is right, I or you." However, Avram answered Sarai, "Look, she's your slave girl. Deal with her as you think fit." Then Sarai treated her so harshly that she ran away from her. The angel of Adonai, the angel of Abba, found her by a spring in the desert, and the spring on the road of Shur, and said, "Hagar, Sarai's slave girl, where have you come from, and where are you going?" She answered, "I'm running away from my mistress Sarai." The angel of Abba said to her, "Go back to your mistress, and submit to her authority." The angel of Abba said to her, "I will greatly increase your descendants. There will be so many that it will be impossible to count them." The angel of Abba said to her, "Look, you are pregnant, and you will give birth to a son. You are to call him Yishmael." Abba pays attention. Because Abba has paid attention to your misery, he will be a wild donkey of a man, with his hand against anyone and everyone's hand against him, living his life at odds with all his kinsmen. Golly, I could fit in that picture frame. So she named Adonai, who had spoken with her, Abba El Roy, Abba of seeing, because she said, "Have I really seen the one who sees me and stayed alive?" This is why the well has been called the Bir Lakai Roy, well of the one who lives and sees. It lies between Kadesh and Bered. Hagar bore Avram a son, and Avram called the son from Hagar had born Yishmael. Avram was 86 years old when Hagar bore Yishmael to Avram. I hope I didn't read this and repeated it, and I just titled it the wrong chapter with y'all. But it's Genesis 16 out of the CJB.